Hey guys, California Phantom here. Let's talk another Phantom 5 leak.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
I know we've been getting constant leaks from OCD, which is not necessarily always a reliable source. I went ahead and analyzed the photos that he released. So what I hope to accomplish is to separate what we want to see with the Phantom 5 with what we're actually going to see from this new Phantom 5. And just as a preface, I want to make sure that I'm clear that when I'm saying Phantom 5, I don't necessarily mean Phantom 5. We don't know yet whether or not it's going to be called the Phantom 4 2.0 or the Phantom 5, but just for the sake of argument, I'm going to keep it simple and stick to the Phantom 5.
Do it! Do it! Come on!
So first things first, we've heard some weird requests from YouTubers. I know I've heard things like, we want retractable landing gear on a Phantom, even though it follows more with the Inspire line. There's sensors on the legs, so I don't know how it's even remotely possible from an engineering standpoint.
Welcome to the real world.
How you can make legs on a Phantom fold up and still maintain those sensors. The Phantom lineup is a special lineup. It's one of their first drones they've ever made. They're never going to get rid of it. It bridged the gaps between the prosumer level drone and the consumer level drone of the Mavic Pro. So the Phantom's definitely here to stay. I just think that they have to neatly compartmentalize at a price point that's in between a Mavic level consumer drone and a professional drone like the Inspire. So looking at that first image, we can clearly make out the button to attach and detach the various camera lenses they offer, or they will be offering with this Phantom 5. Something that I noticed that no other YouTuber or nobody's really been commenting about is the way that they've integrated the ribbon cable. Now I noticed on my Phantom 4 Professional, and it was a lot more apparent and a little bit on the defective side with the Phantom 3, is the ribbon cable that attaches the gimbal to the camera is very visible. It's almost in the way, and it's prone to getting damaged. Now with this Phantom 5, it looks like they've managed to integrate that gimbal cable inside of the housing of the gimbal, which should alleviate a lot of the damages and unnecessary replacements that go on with the Phantom 4 and even the Phantom 3 lineup. So the second thing I noticed off of one of the older photographs after analyzing a bit more is the big number 50 written on the side of the lens. So it's going to be my belief that the kit that's included with the Phantom 5 will be this 50mm prime lens, or what they refer to as a nifty 50.
Golf clap? Golf clap.
I think you'll be able to purchase differing lenses beyond that, but I think the one that's going to come standard with the drone will be the 50mm. Taking a look at this final photograph, I think, is the most important. It confirms a lot of people's suspicions. I know a lot of people have been requesting this out of the Phantom 4. It's something that's kind of big because not too many drones out there on the market right now currently have it. But I think the photograph revealed a bit too much, and they confirmed. I'm going to announce it right now. I think 100% sure that the Phantom 5 will be in some way waterproof.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
How I know this is from the photographs. Now, the Phantom 4 clearly has holes slotted, cut out of the top of the motor. This allows for the heat to dissipate and keep that motor in cool, running operational temperature. Now in this photograph, we can clearly make out the crowning of the edge of the motor, which is identical and very, very similar to the Phantom 4 Pro. The thing that jumped out to me immediately once I zoomed in was the lack of the holes in the top of the motor. This could only really mean one thing, unless they're using a completely different motor and those are unfinished motors, which doesn't seem very likely. I think this is the new motor that they're going to go with on the Phantom 5 or the Phantom 4 2.0. I think they made it intentionally designed this way so that the Phantom 5 can be waterproof. Now, the basic design of the Phantom 4 Pro and the Phantom 4 lineup in itself differs quite a bit from the Phantom 3 lineup in that there really isn't any standard vents for heat dissipation from the inside the drone. Now they have some vents in the Phantom 4 on the bottom underneath the motor mounts On the arms, those points are actually kind of prone to cracking. I know many people have reported issues in that spot. I've never really had the issue myself, but I do know it exists. Just the natural flight characteristics and the engineering wouldn't suggest that if it was flying in the rain, water would be able to enter from that point, especially if it's pushing air out those points. Really, the only downfall of a Phantom 4 being able to operate in rainy conditions would be that the rain would be able to enter in those holes on the top of the motor mounts. By removing and making this simple design change, they're ensuring that the Phantom 5 will be in fact waterproof. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. All I can do is confirm to you that the Phantom 5 will be in fact waterproof. We saw the new design feature with the integrated gimbal ribbon cable. We no longer have to worry about exposed ribbon cables. We also saw from the photographs that more than likely a 50mm prime lens will be included with the kit. And lastly, we saw a really good image of the button that releases the lens. So if you notice something from these photographs or other photographs that you've made dug up, go ahead and leave it in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and we will see you on the next adventure.